All right. The title of this video is "We are in the middle of World War III already." Okay, World War One already know already happened. World War II, as we know, already happened, right? So World War II and World War One, you gotta look at it not just as they just as physical wars, but like just because like there were physical wars, you have physical eyes. So if you have two eyes, those are the they put in your history books. You can read about it. But you like wondering like why, you know what I'm saying? That's those two world wars was like back to back from each other, like right behind each other. But like you like and all the wars that's going on, you have to look at it like, wait a minute, all these different countries are getting overrun by other countries. We're in the middle of a world war, another world war, not a physical one, but the one they don't say, oh, this is World War III, because it's a war for your mind. That's what World War III is. We're in the middle of World War III. You gotta think about it. Now, if they got rid of Hitler, which was not a I'm gonna make a lot of people mad. I don't really care, but if you do your research, he's not a bad person because if he used a swastika and turned it to like you turned it, tilted it, it's actually war. He used war. He using the All right. The swastika is a sign of the sun, the whirling sun, right? Okay, the whirling sun. So that's 360 degrees. It's an actual circle. If you look at a swastika, it goes in a circle. 4 90-degree angles. That's 360 degrees. So there's nothing wrong with they were going to war with the certain factions of people. It actually happened not having people think or to use their mind. So in order for them to use their mind or to not use their mind, they use something called mind control. Mind control. They always had like I remember seeing. I think I still have this DVD of Hitler. They had like these videos they were playing around the world or in America, saying how Hitler is a bad guy or the Nazi party is a bad party, but they were actually getting rid of the people out of Europe and around the world that was actually um, putting the constraints on certain people's minds. So if they put the constraint on certain people's minds, then they don't want a constraint on theirs. So when they went to war in World War II in the 40s, now Hitler in the Nazi program, they already learned how to clone people in 1945. So in 1945, they already had melanated people's sciences or so-called black people sciences. So they went to Tibet. If you look up Tibet with the Nazi Party, they was into the occult Thule Society. The Thule Society, Madame Blavatsky was giving them was showing them certain things, and that's a Theosophical Society. When you see the snake eating his tail, that means he's going through the cycle of getting rid of the old skin and becoming a new. That's the same situation. If you're coming anew, you become into a new creature, a new version of yourself. So if they didn't want the world to have this, or they'll get rid of the Nazi Party and get rid of the people that's actually working on things, actually make things uh, revolve or evolve to turn into what they're supposed to. But they're gonna keep putting football on, basketball on, baseball on. They'll never stop. It'll always keep going. The shit'll never stop because it's like an ongoing program. We're in the third dimension, and they're going in on your mind. That's what this is the mind. So when we looking at television, they have messages under these programs or commercials where if you're not deciphering these messages or these whatever you're watching. If you're not using your actual mind, they'll actually your mind is being they're using your mind against you actually from what you're watching. So they say the TV is the mind's eye. So they're turning the television or radio, what you hear, into whatever you're hearing or whatever is on the TV is actually what's on your mind. Okay, so that's what's on your mind. Then they already got you because whatever they put in is called programming. So YouTube is like a different thing. So if you actually can control what you're watching, they can give you what do you call it? They can not notifications. They can actually give you suggestions on the side of a video from what you're watching to give you suggestions. They give you suggestions. That mean they can kind of gravitate or center around what you're actually watching, and they might give you a little something that's not close to that. So it's up to you to choose what you want to watch, or can you not be indulged so far as to where you're not actually thinking or thinking on a higher plane. So that's why I say all of this. This third dimension or the world that we're living in is the third dimension, but it's up to you to use your mind. So we're in the middle of the World War III. The World War III has been going on for a long time. So they got your mind, then your mind can be used to the where you can't um, evolve to your higher self. So like you seeing on like back in the day, they were actually cloning sheep and shit. They were actually cloning the food. None of the food that we're actually eating is real. None of it is real. This is all a program. A program. They learn how to clone the shit. How do you think? All right. Say if you have a grocery store, every city, every town has a grocery store, right? How many chickens? How many pigs? How many cows can they actually have in the world in order for people in every city, county, state to have at least 2 or 3 grocery stores and have their shelves filled? We're not even talking about the big store. We not even talking about that. We're talking about like maybe small grocery stores or you know what I'm saying, like local grocery stores you find in certain states and stuff. You go to state, you'll have different grocery stores, but you'll always see the same big stores like the Walmarts, or you have the actual Targets around the way. So if you have those actual stores, so you got to think, how are they actually getting this food? They keep coming in and out. There's never a stoppage. If they run out, they're gonna have it back immediately, ASAP. They're gonna have it right in stock. So you got to think, how are they actually keeping um, how are they actually keeping a stock? Reason why they able be able to keep stocking all this food like this, because all of it is cloned. All the food is we're eating is cloned. So since we're living in a third dimension, or this dimension or this world isn't real, so you can do what you want. You're in a false dimension. This place is not real. So even though we're here, we're only here to get information to take us to a higher plane. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what I've been prone to tell you. Something has been like my ancestors been like, hey, go ahead and put it out. So I already knew this, but it's saying like everywhere you go, like how can you have this many grocery stores and nobody run out of food? You can't run out of food because to they learned a way to actually give you something to where it never runs out. All they have to do is just clone it, and it'll come right out, and you'll have it. All right. So that's the thing. It's the war in your mind. War in your mind. World War III. Like you have 3 eyes. So like these first 2 physical eyes. These 2 physical eyes are here, but then you have the first mind. People call it your third eye, but it's really your first eye because you actually fell into these bodies. Like the story of Satan that fell from heaven. He was one of the best angels, and he got rid of him. He used music. He was one of the music. He dealt with music. Just like you see the deity Pan. Pan has a harp in his hand, or you see Shiva. He has a small guitar. The same thing. you have to listen to the right vibrations or higher vibrations of music in order to have you in a higher plane. Okay, I was just saying. So when he kicked him out of so when he kicked him out of heaven, that actually he actually have us down here. So he's God is an absentee landlord, as they would say on The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves. If you watch that movie, he says God is an absentee landlord. I'm the only one that's down here with you. And so you it's up to you to rise yourself up to your higher self or your higher plane. But the only thing is, you have certain agents. Like if you watch the Matrix movie, you have agents like Agent Smiths. They don't turn into the same person, but the different bodies of different people around here, they're actually walk in. They get walked in or cloned, so they're able to know which is which. If they see what you are, you have a certain light, they'll be able to try to close you out to where you're a non-threat anymore. So is you gotta damn near kind of camouflage yourself. It sucks, but you gotta damn near camouflage yourself. Okay, but remember, we are in the Third World War. Okay, we're not. You're gonna look for it. Why look for it when you're already in it? It's a war for your mind. That's the last. That's the war you're in. Okay, none of this shit is really real. All we gotta do is decipher through and push through the shit. That's it. All right, peace. So I can give you on that, man. It's on you for you to take the information. All right, peace. I show you.